Cynthia and I have been married for almost 22 years. They have been the best years of my life, and I'm pretty sure that Cynthia has been happy too. But I admit that more than once we've looked at each other and asked, how can it be that we ended up together? The thing is that Cynthia and I are very different. If she is yin, I am yang. She loves handiwork. When we got married, she actually brought her own toolbox. I cannot tell the difference between a hammer and a handsaw. I am an introvert who feels drowning when surrounded by more than 3 people. She is an extrovert who feels asphyxiated unless surrounded by more than 10. And if we are the kids, we have all sorts of variables and combinations. We have great moments when we laugh as a family, and then others when we need a healthy distance. We are all different, and thank God for that. We have good times and challenging ones. We have agreements as well as differences. But beyond all that, we love being a family, as we recognize there is something stronger that transcends beyond our own selves and unites us as a whole. And that something is a common purpose and identity, a common love. Today is the feast of the Holy Family. Today we honor the role model for all families, the family of Joseph, Mary, and Jesus. If a family is measured by the caliber of its members, this one is one of a kind. If a family is measured by the grace of its members, this one is different from all others. But if a family is measured by their daily challenges, this family is like ours, and that is why they can be a model for us. Christ became human to save humanity, not to save us from it. Christ became human to fully live the human experience, and through it, to save us and to teach us what to be human is all about. And an essential part of the human experience is life as a family. Sometimes we place the Holy Family on a pedestal too high for us to relate to them. Sometimes it feels like we see them as something beyond human, as if being human were something wrong and dirty. We tend to over-romanticize holiness and forget that holiness is not unattainable by humans, but on the contrary, it is the ultimate human experience. Did the Holy Family have disagreements? I suspect so. Were there days when Mary couldn't wait for Joseph to go to work and give her some respite? I don't see why not. Was Jesus sometimes late for dinner and Mary sighed while reheating his plate? Probably. And did Joseph ever run for cover when Jesus, as a teen, or Mary, as a woman, went hormonal? All I have to say is, welcome to the human experience. But then, if they were as human as we are, why are they a model to follow? For the simple reason that they were not as human as we are. They were as human as we should be. What makes the Holy Family holy is not that they did not go through the daily struggles of every other family. What makes them holy is what they did to face those challenges. Jesus in his own right, and Mary and Joseph through God's grace, led a life of love, which is to say that they lived a life whose center was not themselves, but the beloved. As a true human family, they did not seek to find how much they could get from the family, but how much they could give to it. Knowing themselves a family did not dissolve their individuality. On the contrary, it reinforced it. How else could they give themselves completely to the other? Today, I invite you to go home and spend time together as a family. Admit and celebrate both your similarities and your differences, for they bring you together. Learn how they are both two sides of the same coin, a precious coin. Learn how both can be used to hurt us or to heal us. And learn that the choice is in us. To either choose yourself at the expense of others, or to choose others at the expense of loneliness. A choice that is for us to make, just as it was for Joseph, Mary, and Jesus to make. And welcome to the human experience.